When I was 18 years old, my freshman year in college was full of so many life lessons. I was partying, drinking, smoking, not going to class, and really just living my best life. So I thought. I wasn't doing my schoolwork, but I was at every event that had alcohol and music loud enough to drown out my thoughts. I wasn't feeling like myself for a few weeks, and I was eating any and everything I could get my hands on. So at the time, I wasn't monitoring my monthly cycles because I thought I was invincible. It was a whole month and no sign of Little Miss Girl, so my friend took me to Walmart for a test. After taking 2 of them with tears in my eyes, I found out I was pregnant. I was so hurt and lost, and in a very dark and bad place. I was scared, and I didn't want to tell my family because I didn't want them to be disappointed in me. So I went to an abortion clinic, and from that day on, my life had changed. At first, I wasn't affected by it, but a few days afterwards, I felt so much pain, guilt, heartache, depression, hate, and resentment. For 3 years, I walked around pretending I was okay when I was really hurting so bad inside. I would see a pretty baby or find out someone was pregnant and feel the pain all over again. In 2019, I was so tired of hurting and drinking my problems away, so I opened up to my parents and told them what happened. I could tell they were hurt, but they were also extremely supportive, and they were there for me. Once I told them, it was a weight lifted off my shoulders, and I told my grandmother. The more people I shared the experience with, the easier it was for me to forgive myself and be a light. For 3 years, I was mad at myself and the world for the decision I made and for not telling the ones I loved about it. God kept telling me that He had already forgiven me. He was just waiting on me to really forgive myself. It took me 3 years to do that because I couldn't believe I really killed my own baby. But once I forgave myself and mentally stopped accusing Janae, life got so much better. I was able to acknowledge what I did and be a positive inspiration for other girls on what not to do or how to love yourself in the midst of your trials. So if you're wondering why I decided to share this, it's because someone somewhere needed to hear this. Abortion isn't wrong in certain situations, but when you're out here carelessly and freely living, it is wrong. If I could go back in time, I would save my child's life. Since I can't, I go every day making sure I never make the mistake I made before again. I love who I am. I'm so grateful for the past I endured because it only made me stronger and wiser. I'm a living testimony that you cannot play with fire and not expect to get burned. You must love yourself and know in any situation you're an overcomer, and soaking in your sorrows will only make it harder for you to move on. I have moved on, and so can you, my love. Revelations 12:11. I overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of my testimony. And so do you. So for anybody out there right now that may have been through a similar situation, if you need any help or guidance getting through the hurt, getting through the pain, I am here for you. It was not easy. It was not easy. But God, that's all I can say. So, I'm here for you. I love you. I am here to support you. I am here to help you. And I am a living testimony that you can move on and forgive yourself in situations where you felt like you would never be able to get over. I love you guys. Stay encouraged, stay focused, stay motivated, and be blessed always.